easy now. I bought another one of the R36s, which for £19 I thought was too good to miss. The first one seemed to be really good, and I thought I would get another one for the purpose of review and for modification. So they seem to be reasonably well packed. Comes with screen protectors, USB-C cable. Comes with a little bit of foam on it, but the main goodie is this. So it looks identical to the other. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's got the RAM chips, so you can tell it's the original. Another way to find out is there should be a Wi-Fi chip slot. You can see just there, but it's not focusing in on this. So straight out of the box, I haven't tested this one yet, but this gives me the perfect opportunity to show you. So straight away, turns on, and it should have pre-installed 16,000 games. We'll let the Arcos system boot up, and then we'll just stick a random game on. So considering that this was £19, I think that they are absolutely phenomenal value for money. You can see here that there's a whole selection of different kinds of consoles. Ports, I haven't had any experience with the ports so far, but apparently it plays all manner of different PC games, and you just put it into the ports folder. So the screen is actually really good. It's only 480, but it looks crisp. Let's go for something like an N64 game. So you can see there's thousands on here. There we go. We'll just go Rally. So the emulator will run through the Arcos system, and depending on which emulator it uses is depending on what the buttons do. But normally the start and select will give you a restart back to the main menu. Sometimes it's function and start. But the games seem to run really smoothly. I found that some of the PlayStation 1s and the PSP games can be a little bit power demanding, and sometimes it slows down the frame rate, and it also warms up a little bit. But anything from the Mega Drive, SNES, Game Boy Advance, retro games, yeah, so this looks a bit glitchy. So I don't know if it was just the introduction or if it will be the actual gameplay. But you can hear it's a little bit gritty on the sound. To be fair, looks alright. Have to go for an Evo, wouldn't you? You can change certain specs on it. I can't remember exactly what it was, but something along the lines of frame skipping, and something else to improve your performance on the games that are a little bit higher on the demand. There we go. Yeah, this is a bit slower than I'd be liking, so I might have to mess around with the specs on this bit. So yeah, start and select restarts back to the main menu. Let's put a Mega Drive game on. And once again, you can see there's a list of hundreds. Just as a random selection of a game. What's this? We'll go Curse. So yeah, it'll flash into your Arco system, and then it will load it up. And then hopefully it should play the game straight off the bat. Sick. So like arcade sort of Raiden Project style. And this is running a lot smoother. You can tell by the music as well, it's not glitching out as much. But yeah, overall for the price point, I'd say that these are phenomenal machines. You can get PlayStation games running on it quite well. On the other one, we had I think it was Abe's Odyssey, and that seems to work really well. But definitely worth investing in, definitely worth having a sort of investigate with. I'd say one of the main things that I struggled with was the SD cards. Apparently they can be quite temperamental, so swapping over to a sort of branded SD card's always advised. But the problem is with that is that you then have to flash the card, so take a disk image and then have that transferred over, otherwise your OS system doesn't seem to work properly. Other than that, I seem to think that they're fantastic. I have got some pieces to come, which hopefully I'll be able to make some modifications. I have been working on a little fan system, and I've been working on some heat sinks to put on the back of the chips, so when you're using more power demanding games or more processor demanding games, then it doesn't warm up so much. I hope this is useful, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Anyway, peace.